Hello again, and welcome to the latest entry in the Why I Love series. I'm Bauer Tendo, and thank you so much for tuning in. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about a game that was originally released on the PS3, then was remastered for the PS4. I had actually wanted to play this title years ago, but I didn't own a PS3. I finally got my chance on the PS4. This is a game that has stuck with me since my first playthrough. The game is Journey. There are a lot of reasons why this game is great. I could go on and on about the superb music, the fluid musical transitions, the emotional dynamic swelling and beautiful crescendos, the perfectly timed moments of musical silence. Yes, I could go on and on. I could talk you to death in speaking of the visual beauty in this title as well. The color saturations and art direction bring to life a world that could have easily ended up being quite bland and boring. Deserts and a couple slight variations of deserts could have become uninteresting if it weren't for the neat artistic additions and lovely colors. In short, the game is gorgeous. The light puzzle and platforming elements, blended with the sense of exploration of this beautifully crafted world, help to create a very relaxed sense of gameplay. Just take your time, enjoy it, and just kind of take in the journey. And as you go along, you uncover more about the story, and that's what really intrigued me and pushed me forward in this story. Then when these gameplay elements are combined with another traveler and working with someone else who can see it from a different perspective, you start to gather more of the experience through the gameplay. But none of these things are why I absolutely love this game. So, what is it that makes Journey so special? The relational experience. The world created within the game is something wondrous and fantastical. Yet, it feels somewhat familiar. In my first playthrough, I couldn't quite put my finger on it. By the climax, though, I knew exactly why. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. The awesome folks over at That Game Company lovingly crafted a world that revolves around connectivity, or lack thereof. I don't know about you, but even though I have moments where I need to be alone, I never want to be completely cut off from other living things. The feeling of companionship is something that I know I crave. Whether it's hanging out with my son, going on a date with my wife, playing with my dog Odie, or going out to a nerdy collection show with my friends, the feeling of being connected is an overpowering experience. Without giving anything away, Journey recreates that experience. The well-crafted, and did I say beautiful? Yeah? Well, anyway, again, it's beautiful. Anyway, the well-crafted world is blended with a unique multiplayer experience. In fact, I had kept myself from most info surrounding this game, so I didn't realize the multiplayer aspect until I was almost at the end. Throughout the game, in random places, you will come across other travelers. These travelers are others playing the game who are in the same area as you. You don't have access to voice chat. You don't have the ability to team up with a friend. You meet these strangers and can only communicate through your actions in the game and by pressing a button to emit what I call a voice sound. These sounds are also used within the game to interact with things, but when paired up with another traveler, they can mean a variety of things. As you can see here during my latest playthrough, I met this traveler towards the beginning and we traveled together almost the whole way through. We both used our noises to urge the other to come look at something, or perhaps used a charged voice call to try and locate each other before moving onward. We tackled the elements together, explored the wondrous world before us, evaded potential enemies, and enjoyed each other's company. All without saying an actual word. But you know what was even more powerful to me than this nonverbal connection with another traveler? When the traveler and I got separated. Sure, it seems like a rather lame thing to say, but it reminded me of the many former friendships I have had in my life so far that have faded away. Friendships that had been really strong at one point are now essentially non-existent due to a plethora of reasons. Different geographical locations, growing families, different places in life. The reasons are vast. For whatever reason, the experience and journey really strikes a chord with me, and every time I play it. Though Journey is clearly fantastical, there are moments throughout that can reflect reality. And this relational experience, combined with all the previous aspects that I talked about earlier, is why I love this game. This game then evolves into something that sticks with you long after you're done playing with it. And every playthrough does feel different. Yes, it's the same game, and yes, it's the same mechanics, but it feels different, and I can't properly tell you in just words. You have to, what's that word? Experience it. This is why I love Journey.